My first kick was in early 2013. 2 years after I've moved to the United States and a very long journey of fertility treatment, my baby finally kicked. It was the most amazing experience I've ever had. I was happy, I was excited, and then I started crying. And those were not tears of happiness, but tears of sadness, as I had only my husband to share that moment with. We were thousands of miles away from family and friends. But there must be another woman who's going through the exact same experience. So I started a social media group for women in my city who were having babies in 2013. A few weeks later, I had a few hundred women in that group, and they all wanted connection. So I started having play dates for my baby before she was even born. The more I got to know those women, the more I realized that we were all extremely diverse, different backgrounds, different culture, different age groups, and each one of us had her own journey, but we were all in the same boat. I wasn't the only one overwhelmed. I wasn't the only one starting over. I wasn't the only one who felt like an outsider. And definitely, I wasn't the only one who wanted and needed connection. Time passed, I had my second baby, and then my third baby started kicking. But it was a different kind of baby. It was my dream business finally coming to life. And I was going through the exact same experience again. After so long and hard work of trying to build my business to where I wanted it to be, it was there, but I was lonely and I was scared. I wanted to exchange ideas, I wanted to ask questions, and I wanted to be assured that I wasn't the only one with this big crazy idea of wanting to change the world. So as a researcher, I did what I know how to do best: look at past evidence and build on it. So again, I reached out to another group of women, professional women, but this time it was much more diverse, as I wanted to go beyond the borders of my city and country. And I asked those women, how do you define success? And if we take a moment here and each one of us think, how do you truly define success? Because all of those women gave answers that were aligned. They were similar in so many ways, but guess what? They were the complete opposite of what society imposed on us as a definition of success. Time passed, and last year, I had another burning question. You see, we're constantly bombarded with the same message. Women should stop competing for that one seat at the table. Well, guess what? As a solo entrepreneur, I'm not interested in that seat. I'm not even interested in the table, as I am building my own table with amazing women from all over the world. So again, I reached out to the world, to the collective genius, and I asked women, but this time much more diverse, would you be interested in designing that table with me? All those women were from all over the world. Some were homemakers, some were seasoned executives, some were entrepreneurs, some were creators. And they all saw collaboration as the best form and the most powerful form of support they can receive and give. Those women were from the Americas, from Africa, from Europe, from all over the world. But do you know what was common among all of those women? They wanted to create an impact in the world. Seek to know, meet, and learn from people from all over the world. Do not limit yourself to your local meetups or to people in your industry. A few weeks ago, we asked you, what were the topics you were most interested in learning about? Most of the answers were technology. So just before coming on stage, I did a quick search, and on Facebook alone, There are almost 6 million people in Mexico, aged 24 to 45, who are interested in technology and in social media. Imagine if we were able to connect with only 1% of this population. How many opportunities, how many ideas, and how many insights we would be able to learn from. So today, post on all of your social media platforms. Ask that one burning question that you have. Send an email to all of your friends, family, clients, whoever, and ask them to connect you with one person who's looking for the same answers as you, or one person who might have those answers that you're looking for. There are millions of people in this world who are looking for the same questions you have, but there are millions other who have answers for those questions. Share your dream with the world, and let that, sharing your dream, let that be your first kick on the road of achieving it. And finally, each one of us dreams in a different language, but many of us have the same dream. Thank you.